Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Shift with Brandi. I just wanted to jump in for a quick moment today. I'm not going to hold you, I'm not going to keep you long. I almost didn't make this video. I was tired. The weekend was hard, and I think I honestly had a hard time even navigating how I was feeling. And although I showed up and I did the things, I know most people will call that masking, but I don't call it masking. Masking means you're pretending. And I don't think that I'm pretending. I am showing up and doing hard things. Um, I think that we can mask in one sense, and we're suffering in the background. In this moment, in this process, I am surviving. And I had to tell myself that over the weekend. If I'm getting up and I'm doing the exact same things that I tell my patients, get a little bit of fresh air. I did that. I rode my bike. Make sure that I'm eating. Make sure that I'm getting my nutrition. I did that. And trying to get the best sleep that I can. That didn't work so well, getting the best sleep, but I did my best. I like to try not to be emotional here, but giving you my raw truth. It's hard to show up and do all the things when you are in the process of grief. Again, grief is not, um, it doesn't look the same for everybody. Not everybody grieves the same. And because I'm showing up and I'm doing the hard things, I'm showing up to work. I run a business. I work for a hospital. I teach at a university. I'm raising now 4 grandchildren. Life is hard. Because I'm smiling and I'm cutting up. No, it's not me masking. It's me forcing myself to get out there and give it my best. I got up. I got to work. I care for people. I do know that when I'm giving of myself, it takes that off of me. Of course, when I leave out at the end of the day, I'm picking up that bag and I have to deal with that. But I'm not stuck with it in such a long period of time as I would have if I just sat at home and I chose not to get up and not to do. Again, the weekend was hard, and my thought process is that some people think that motivation is what keeps you going, and it's not. It's simply showing up. Yesterday, I simply showed up. Today, I showed up. I'm smiling, and I'm going to give everybody everything that I have. And maybe that's all that I need. Um, I'm thriving in that aspect. Um, I don't think that we have to have all the answers. I know that we don't have to have all the answers. Um, I think my presence here is to say that we're not showing up as perfect people. You get to see the authentic Brandi. Um, it's just so funny. I always laughed and said, you can't make this up, and it's too good for Lifetime TV. And learning to smile through it all. I'm gonna say this quick snippet, and I'm gonna let you go. My mom, I said I was gonna keep it short and sweet. I love the color blue, and probably all faucets of blue. Um, Waters, aquas, uh, galaxy blues. I've always been attracted to blue. Anyway, I love water. And so when I was thinking about that, when I was asked another question off topic, um, it brought me to my own thought process and why was I so connected to blue? And it brought me back to the shift. Think about water. So take that moment. Think about water. Water moves, it glides, it shifts, it bumps into rocks, and it continues to flow. And I think that resilience, and knowing that flow is something that resonated internally with me. And I was like, man, water is part of my shift. Water is what I'm doing. I'm shifting, I'm moving. Um, it's fluid. And maybe that doesn't make sense to everybody, but maybe to one somebody it does. Continue to push through, give it your best. And if you don't, if you can't, if you can't show up, that's okay too. If you need to take and pull back, that's okay too. Allow yourself those moments. But some of us at some periods of times we don't have the what I would say, we don't option. We don't have the option to sit down. I can tell you that if I sat down, I would not be able to continue on. And as I'm going through this process, I'm praying that someone is able to take and get up and go. Because when I get up and I purposely get dressed and I show up, I've made it through half of my day. So I hope that that was something that someone can take a moment. Today isn't about being our best. Um, it's I refuse to quit. Um, so until next time, I'm gonna keep it short. Until next time, keep shifting, one thought, one choice, one day, one moment at a time. The shift doesn't happen all at once. See you next time.